All right, you guys, welcome to the Halfie Hour. I'm Heather. This is
I'm Robyn.
and we're just super excited for you guys to be listening and watching today. We're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves and why the hell we're here doing this. And then we'll get into the beverages because it's probably one of the most important parts of girl talk and girl
That's the
talking.
whole reason we're here.
So, okay. All right. Why don't you introduce yourself first?
My name is Robyn Holmberg. I have two kids, 13 and 16. Recently divorced and stayed home for 15 years. So we'll explore all of those things.
Yes, lots to talk about all the things coming up.
things.
That's why we decided to do this, because we just know that we like to talk about all the things.
Yep.
So my name is Heather, and I have twin girls that are 17. They go to the same school as Robyn's daughter. She's a year younger than them. And so I will be an empty nester in like a year and a half, which totally freaks the shit out of me because I feel like, what am I going to do all the time? We had kids over last night and stuff. Everyone's always at our house. And I was just like, what? And then my husband got offended. He's like, well, I'm going to be here. I'm like, I know, but you know, I like to have all the people
It's
around.
just
So
different.
yeah. And Robyn and I have actually, well, back to introductions. I worked after college for about 10 years in an industry that kind of folded. We're at the mortgage crisis. It's right around the time that my girls were born. And so I worked for my dad's commercial real estate company a little bit. And then 7 years ago, I started a fashion and lifestyle blog, which I have been running since then. And now looking to kind of like branch that out a little bit into the podcast and then maybe some other ventures with Robyn. So we've known each other for,
like 10 years.
well, yeah, I mean, I think we knew of each other even
Yeah.
before that. We live in the same neighborhood
Yep.
and have like a community pool. And so, but we keep saying like, why weren't we friends? Because maybe it was a good thing that we weren't friends because
We would have gotten in trouble.
we would have gotten in so much trouble. We would have, I mean, I'm not really quite sure what would have happened.
Yeah.
So should we tell them why we're calling this the happy hour?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll open this.
Okay, she'll be the Champs opener. So Robyn and I like to go have our wine and our drinks. We have a local bar that's like literally technically in our neighborhood. You haven't actually gone on a city street, I don't think.
Nope.
So we frequent. And maybe like a year ago, we know all the bartenders and everything there, and we were talking about we'd like, do you want another glass of wine? And we're like, oh, well, could we just have like a half glass of wine? So now our thing is that we only drink half glasses of everything because it doesn't count.
Yep.
So because it's like eating bites of a cookie.
Totally.
Like if you have 14 bites of a cookie, you still didn't eat like half a cookie because it was just bites.
Yeah.
So the happy hour, a little play on our half glasses of everything. It's like in Vanderpump Rules when they would used to have, and then just we're adding the orange juice to our
This is the
mimosas.
only way to
This
have
is
it.
really all you need. Just a little spray. Look at it. It's like mist.
Uh-huh.
Just a mist. Cheers.
Cheers.
So we decided to call this the happy hour just because, I don't know, we couldn't really think of a good name. We wanted to do something like super inappropriate, like the fucking podcast
Yeah.
or F-bomb moms.
That would have been fun.
But then we
too.
were like, I don't know. So the
No.
happy hour,
and
here
this
we are.
works. It makes sense for us.
It definitely
Yeah.
makes sense. So cheers
Cheers.
to the first
Here we
happy
go.
of the hour. You guys should all have a happy too.
Mhm. Now we're starting to share food a little bit.
We are starting to share food a little bit.
Yep.
It makes me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if
Yeah.
we get two things and split them, it still doesn't feel like you had a whole of anything.
Nope.
you know, it's all like in your head. So, a lot of people have been asking us, like, what are you going to be talking about? And what are we going to be talking about?
Pretty much life, like our kids, husband,
Yeah.
boyfriends,
Her
divorce,
boyfriend. Divorce.
working out,
Yes, exercising, just like life. And then,
Yeah.
all the really important things like reality TV,
Yep, Vanderpump Rules.
Vanderpump, a lot of Vanderpump Rules. And I really want to go to BravoCon.
Yes.
Like we have to,
That's
we'll
a
take
plan.
you guys with if we go to BravoCon because it's going to be like so amazing.
Absolutely.
And just all the things. Like I feel like there are so many things, even like on my social media pages for my blog that like I'm not going to talk about necessarily on that platform because I don't, it's a fashion blog, so it's not necessarily, about all the other things in life, and you don't want to offend anyone, but on here it's going to be like a no, what do they say?
No holds bar. No bar.
That doesn't make any sense. No hold,
I don't know. We're going to talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much.
Yes.
So if you don't like it, log off.
Yep.
So I think like this first episode, we're just gonna like let it fly.
Yep.
Because I feel like when we're ever together, we just talk for 17 hours and have no
About
idea
everything.
what we even talked about it. But it seems like it was really important stuff that other people would clearly want to know.
Yes. Definitely.
What do you want to start with?
Oh gosh. I don't know what's the most recent thing.
Well, we had a girls' weekend last weekend.
We should talk about our gym girls weekend.
We should. Yes.
They're really fun.
Yes. We have a group of friends that we met like
Forever at the gym. I mean,
like forever. Like when
Yeah.
our kids were like babies, we all went to this local gym and then
we're all still there.
and we're all still there. And I started instructing there, and then a couple of our friends from like our group started instructing there. And now we're like a bunch of mid 40-year-old women trying to like
Be 21.
be 21, and it's like so much more difficult now than it was.
Yeah.
I mean, like we work out more, probably eat less, and it's harder to keep or to like maintain, right?
Bodies?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. I just
Unless you go through a divorce, then you're just gonna lose
yeah,
like
unless
20
you have go on the
pounds.
stress diet like
Yes.
Robyn, and like the weight just
Yeah.
every day she'd be like, oh, something else stressful came up, 5 pounds,
5 pounds.
and I was like,
Definitely.
oh, I kind of want to go on the stress diet.
Mhm. No.
She's like, no, you don't.
You don't wanna
No,
do
you
it.
don't. You're working your way back.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, working your way back. So, so we all met like a long time ago. Like I started going to that gym when my girls were 1,
Okay.
16 years ago. And it wasn't like all the people that we're friends with now.
Yeah. I think
So-
I started like 12 years ago. And
Yeah.
would go
I
to
mean,
your
it's been a
classes.
long time. The
Yeah.
gym has like moved locations a bunch of times.
Mhm.
Lots of change has come in and out. And I don't know. But the girls that are here now are like,
Oh my gosh. It's so easy and it's hilarious.
everybody
Everybody's
so
just
hilarious and so inappropriate. And we might have to talk about some of that stuff from the last time. We
Yeah.
won't name any names.
No, okay.
No.
That's good.
But if you were there, you know. So we go on these girls' weekends. My family has a cabin if you're local here in Minnesota, up at Grandview Lodge. So we go up there, and I don't know.
We've been going like the night before
Yes, we usually go the night before.
and just chill, like hang
Yep.
out. And,
Warm up our livers.
yep.
Yep.
And then go to the spa,
Yep.
and then everyone shows up, and everyone's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've had all the things happen at these weekends. I mean, we're going to talk
The
about
hot-
all of them.
Yeah. So one of the times we went in the hot tub, and everybody was really drunk, and then we decided to go get pizza, and we just went to the bar without bras or underwear. We had clothes on top, but
Yeah, we were going to order
packed.
pizza delivery, and they were like, "Oh, it's too late. We're not delivering." So we had brought sweats like we're wearing now, because that's really like all we wear.
Except my boobs were down to my belly
Right,
button.
except for everyone was like tucking their boobs into their sweatpants.
Yes.
But everybody just wore their swimsuits with sweats over it. So we get out of the hot tub after, mind you, it was literally 4 hours.
Yeah.
And every time we bring 3 coolers with 500 drinks in them, and then
And
we're
we
like,
think we're
oh my
not
God,
gonna
we don't
drink
need to
them
bring
all.
all this stuff. There's no way we're gonna drink. And then we drink every single thing in the cooler.
Yep.
So we got out of the hot tub and we just took our swimsuits off because it was cold.
I'm the bartender today.
Yeah, she's totally the tender.
Yeah.
We need a bartender like on what Andy
Like
Cohen has.
for
Mark
sure.
would be our guest bartender.
Oh, Mark should.
My husband's number one job is bartending.
He's really good at it.
I mean, not like his real job, but like his job in life. Yeah.
Daily job.
Just a spritz. So we put on our we took off our swimsuits and put on our sweats. And then we pulled out and I was like, I was going to call to the pub because it's like kind of at like a resort.
Yeah.
And order pizzas to go. But then I was like, well,
we'll just go.
What if we just went to the pub like this? And so all of us like buck naked under our sweats, and we're like old ladies. Like we got some sagging situations.
Yeah, it's not a good situation.
And like we had on like winter stocking caps with wet, like nappy hair.
Yes.
And we went to the bar and it was packed and we walked in and it was
70s night.
time warp. Like we thought we were getting punked.
Oh my God. It was great. Ran into a couple of my friends and they had full 1970s like bell-bottom suits, jumpsuits.
And finally, these friends, the dude is like, what?
He's like 6'6" or
and the
6'7".
chick's like 6 feet tall. And I don't know how they found these onesie, like, it was fierce.
Yeah.
Yep.
They looked amazing.
And hadn't we run into them the night before? Is that when I ripped that guy's shirt open?
That's when you ripped his shirt off.
Well, it was snaps, and that just screams, like, come up and, like, rip me open.
He's got a little hair there.
She's got like a tuft of hair. And since she knew him, she's like, you can do it. He won't care.
No, I think it happens on a regular basis.
There's a video.
Yeah.
We could show you, but we're not that
We'll
technical.
post that on our Instagram page.
It was a real special treat.
But yeah, so we went to the bar. We all did, I don't know what we were drinking.
I ordered
12 things.
Didn't I order 12 vodka sodas with a splash of cranberry?
Yes.
And so it's packed in there. And the bartender, I'm like, hi, which I know her, but I was like, I'll have 12 Tito's and sodas with a splash of cranberry. And she's like, what, did you say 12? I'm like, yeah, 12. And I think there was like 8 of us. I don't know why I said 12. I might have said 14. I don't even know.
Yeah.
She's like, okay. So I just started handing them back.
Yep.
And
sure
we drank them all.
Yeah. I had 2
And
for sure.
what the funniest part was is we tried to order 4 pizzas.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Did you forget about that?
Yes.
So it had been like 45 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, how are the pizzas coming? And the dude says, well, we have 2. I didn't realize like it was like a tombstone situation.
Yeah.
And he's like, one of our pizza ovens is broken. And so I'm making one at a time.
We could have just taken the frozen pizzas
Correct.
back.
And I was like, so that's not going to work. We're going to need to leave like now.
Yeah.
And we're all eating it. We're like, this is the best freaking pizza we've ever had. It was disgusting. It was like tombstone.
Yeah.
It was cardboard pizza. Yeah. So anyway, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But we do these girls' weekends a lot. Not a lot, like every couple, as much as we can.
Yeah.
Everyone's kids are kind of older, so it's not like as
it's
hard
easy.
anymore.
Yeah. Once they start driving, then they can kind of take care of themselves.
It's like the best day of my life.
Yeah.
And I have twins, so like I only had to wait one time for 16 to come. I'm like, pay for the car, the insurance, all of it. Just I don't want to drive you somewhere. And then her daughter turned 16.
Yeah. I was nervous for about 3 days. And then now it's been heaven.
Yeah. My one got pulled over the first time she went on the highway, which was like the second day she had her license.
Super cool.
Not for speeding. She was like there was a cop pulled over and you're supposed to like go like around, and she just didn't know that. So he didn't give her a ticket. But just kind of let him go.
Yeah, didn't they go down to Minneapolis right away?
They drove down to the state boys high school hockey tournament last year in St. Paul, like 2 weeks after they got their license. Yeah. But I'm like, I don't know, figure it out. Like, figure out where to park.
That's
Bye.
Like 80s and 90s parenting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm kind of for it again.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, except for we can track them. So
I
was like in a field somewhere, passed out, like in the back of a pickup truck.
Well,
but
yeah.
You should tell that funny story about last weekend.
Oh, which one? Why don't
the
I know?
5.
Oh. So we were at Heather's, and her best friend Megan, which by the way, I thought Megan's name was actually my best friend Megan.
Right.
Because every time she referred to her, she just was like, "Oh, my best friend Megan."
Yeah, just in case people didn't know.
Yeah.
You know,
She
fine.
brought some of her friends up there, and we were talking about high school and college. And Heather said that my claim to fame was that I had 5 minors. Well, Megan's friend was like, "Well, why didn't you get a major?"
Or no, she was like, "That's so impressive. What were all your minors?"
Oh, I thought she was like, "Why didn't you do any
maybe
majors?"
she
Yeah.
did. But I was
And
like, no, minor consumptions.
caught drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are on 2 totally different pages.
Yeah. She's an attorney, so
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, where did you go to?" I'm like, "Oh no, 5." And she's like, "Well, I got them in 5 different counties."
Yeah, that's what I told her. And she didn't get it.
No, she was like, "Oh."
Oh,
But I think she could pretty much drink us under the table now.
think so. Yeah.
she
No,
would have for
she's
sure
good.
done the same thing. She probably
Yeah.
just got lucky. Didn't she go to Jefferson? Bloomington Jefferson? Yeah, because she knew that girl I went to college with,
Oh,
Gara
yeah.
Gambucci. Yeah.
Yep.
Shouldn't be saying names, but whatever. Gara lives in California. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second time I've heard about her because you were telling me about her today.
Yeah,
We
her
worked
3
out.
sisters, all that their names. I gotta say it right. Gara, Gina, and Gianna Gambucci were all Delta Gammas at ASU, where I went to college. But they were from here, from Minnesota, so it was super random. Anyway, yeah.
That's kind of fun though. Easy for their parents.
Yeah. And then one of them worked at Ciao Bella as a hostess, which is a good restaurant. So
Yum.
yep. So we go on these fun girls' weekends, and we just figured that people would want to like hear what we had to say,
Yeah.
even if it's a lot about nothing, right?
Yeah. That's just what I feel like when we're at the bars too. People just want to pop in and hear what we're talking about.
Maybe they just want to get one of our 14 vodka sodas that I ordered.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yep. Yep. Girls' weekends are fun. Lots of working out.
Lots of working out. But see, the reason really is because, I mean, obviously we want to be in shape and whatever and healthy. But at the end of the day, I really work out so I can eat and drink.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm being honest, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's typically.
I would
most
go out
days.
for every single meal of my entire life if I could.
Yeah, I hate cooking. I'm bad at it.
Remember when we were like, yeah, so if our kids want like that mom that's going to be home cooking dinner all night, they're going she's like, what'd you say? You're like, they have to get a different mom.
Yeah. Well,
Because
true.
I'm not doing that.
No, if I make a crock pot meal, I am so proud of myself.
You're
like,
winning.
I actually take pictures and send it to
for
people.
sure. I documented on Instagram.
Yeah, I sent you my
That chicken pot pie.
Chicken
that
pot
was
pie.
Like, that was like gourmet.
Yeah, I'm gonna show
Holy
you.
shit, I was
We'll
impressed.
post that later on our Instagram.
Yeah, we're not going to probably be posting recipes, but we'll post where to make a reservation.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. There's a lot of
Yeah, I am not a cook either, and I grew up. My mom, like, made a dinner every night, like with like a meat and a potato and a vegetable and a salad and a dessert, and I just don't do that. But here's the thing: is like you can't do everything.
No.
Like I'm better at like working or other stuff, like going out to dinner. Really good at
Really good
dinner.
at going out to dinner.
If you want to know what's good on a menu, you can ask either one of us, right?
And in the last 6 weeks, I've been really, really good at making balloon arches. A lot.
Actually, you should brag because you're super like crafty like that.
I really do like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like you volunteer for everything.
Yep. I like volunteering. I like making, so I'm really excited because my friend does prom at a local high school.
Yeah.
And she's a teacher there. And so she asked me to help with some of the backdrops, and I'm super fired up about it.
I know, and you're good at it. Like,
they'll be cute.
I'm not good at it, and I don't really like it.
Well, you're probably good at it, but if you don't like it, it's not worth it.
I'd be good at like, this is what I want it to look like,
Oh.
but I don't really want to like do it.
Oh, I love sitting
Yeah.
there and like moving things around and just
Yeah,
trying
you're
to
really good
figure
at it.
out. So
I just am like, well, I was okay at volunteering when my kids were little, like at school when they wanted me to, But now, like, for, like, sports and stuff, I'm always like, and just write the check that you're going to threaten to cash if I don't do the volunteer hours. You might as well just cash it now because I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that bad?
okay. It's not bad.
Make me a shitty mom.
No, 0.
All right.
But I just think that I'm too nice, and people are like, you know who will say yes? And then they text me.
So you
or
get
call
sucked
me.
in.
Totally. Yeah. I was a soccer team mom. Terrible.
Oh, no, I don't do that.
Because nobody would do it for a month. And then finally the coach was like, hey, I heard that you'd probably be good at this. And I was like, well, I don't know if I'd be good at it, but I'll do it.
So you're like the team manager?
Yeah, I had to sign up for all the things.
All the things.
Yeah.
I get a
I'm pretty sure I
message
lost
from
a
Izzy's
lot of
team
money.
manager like once a day for traveling soccer.
No, I was not that.
It's crazy.
Like, I'm doing the basket for Bradley's class, like for Bids for Kids.
Yeah.
And I think I sent 2 emails out, but I raised the most money.
You
I don't
did?
know how it happened. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Like
I was also bad at that at
$880.
the Catholic school.
I was excited.
I'd always be like, can I just buy something for the basket?
Yeah.
And then I think I just quit doing it altogether the last couple of years because you just kind of get over it after a while.
Oh, yeah. Well, so
And
I
it was like
sent in-
COVID time, my
Yeah.
kids' last couple of years. So my girls went to Catholic school K through 8, and her daughter went there for a couple of years, and then her son is still there. So, yeah.
Yeah. No, I sent an email out, and it was like, you can donate money, or you can go to the link, and there'll be products that you can buy for these baskets. And then everyone was emailing me asking where the link was. So I asked another mom, where's the link to this? And she's like, well, did you make a list? I didn't even make it. So then I had to email them back, and I'm like,
So you were like, just kidding.
Yeah.
JK.
yeah, they were like, can we donate these items? Yeah, do that. That's perfect.
So you like the thought was there, just didn't really like transpire.
Yeah, I thought they already had the stuff picked out for the baskets that I chose, and I could just put a link.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would be a lot easier.
Yeah, I was like,
What
I'm
were you
not-
supposed to link to?
Well, like,
Like Amazon?
yes.
And then
Mhm.
have like a
And then
list
they
in
could buy the
Amazon,
things
like
I
in your
wanted.
storefront?
But I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, no.
No.
Seems like a
No.
lot of work. I'm not sure I could
Nope.
really handle that. See, it's just
Bartender.
they're just halfies, so it doesn't really count.
None
I
of this counts.
I know.
It-
So we want to know, like, you know, when you guys hear and see this first, like, episode of this, like, what you want to hear about. You know, I mean, because there are so many things
Yep.
we could talk about, like, from funny shit to like really serious stuff
Yeah,
and
we've
like
had
the
a lot of
reality of
serious
raising
things.
teenagers. Like my girls want to come on the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and I told them, like, if you come on, you can say whatever. I mean, I'm pretty like
Yeah.
I'm very open with my kids, so you know, I want to know like what's actually happening in public high school, and you know what's actually happening at parties and what's going down, you know, and all that kind of stuff, because I was super naughty in high school. Admit
Not
it.
me.
Oh, you're so full of shit. 5 minors later. Yeah. But it's very different now. So
Yeah.
I don't
They
know.
don't, a lot of them don't drink. And I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if it's because, I don't know why it is. Like, is it because, like, parents know
Social.
where they are all the time?
Social media.
Social media, like, you know, you can get, you know, you could only get, like, caught and kicked off a sport when we were in high school if, like, someone's parent busted the party or someone picked up your pictures from Snyder's on accident, which happened to my friend.
What? Okay, tell us this one.
You don't know about this?
No.
Oh my God. So one of my good friends in high school, we had, you know, you would have film in your camera, but we used the disposable cameras mostly.
Yeah.
And we had a party at my house, and she had all these pictures of like us like drinking and like probably
Smoking.
like bonging beers. Oh, smoking for sure. Gross. And all the things. And her mom went to Snyder's, like the local, whatever, drugstore to pick up the picture or to pick up her pictures, like the mom's.
Yes.
And they were like, oh, we have an order here for your daughter as well. Do you want to grab those? And so she was like, oh, sure, you know, free doubles.
Yeah.
And it was all the pictures of us. And it was like the whole girls and boys basketball teams. And her dad was the coach.
So they had to turn it in?
She didn't.
Oh, that's good. I mean,
But it could have gone south really quickly.
oh, yeah, anyone could get those.
Yeah, I mean, so she came home and her mom was like, "What are these?" and like slaps the pictures on the counter.
Oh, oh my God.
And she's
that's
like,
so funny.
I don't know what those are.
Oh, she denied it.
Well, you got to deny it till you die. I mean,
I would start crying.
oh no, I would have
Yeah.
been like, I don't know. Those are fabricated.
Oh no,
I
would
wasn't
have
there,
admitted right away.
even though she was in the pictures at my house.
It's
Pretty
not
sure
me.
it was my house.
Wasn't me.
Because I think I was supposed to be staying at her house while my parents were gone.
Mhm.
And when I came home, or when we went back to her parents' house like late, and we had Burger King, obviously.
Yeah.
And we were sitting on the floor in her bedroom in the pitch black, eating the Burger King. So like, I don't know if we thought like if we didn't turn a light, and her parents' room was like on the main floor. And then like her room was upstairs. So I don't know why we were sitting in the dark. Because I don't think we were like home. I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was
If
a
you
lot, there was
don't
a
turn
lot
the
of
lights
Burger
on,
King
it didn't
consumption.
happen.
Right. You didn't turn the lights on.
Didn't happen.
Yeah. Well,
Another
so
stage of denial.
yeah, there's a lot of stages. But deny till you die. I mean, I believe in it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that story someday about my high school, how we almost all got kicked out of our all-girls Catholic high school senior year. Well, we did get kicked out, but then they like kind of couldn't kick us out, so we didn't get kicked out. But
Yeah.
we denied till we died. Hope you're not listening.
Apparently it worked.
Visitation,
job.
convent of the visitation.
Yeah. What are they going to do? Come back?
Come back and kick us out
Yeah.
25 years later.
Kicked out.
Well, some of my friends' kids go there.
Mm.
And I'm like, I feel like if I went back there, they'd just be like, oh, by the way, today we went to get our nails done because we thought it'd be cute if they matched our logo.
Mhm.
And
They're bright. Yeah. Heather got them done first, and she yelled across. She's like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, because I was like, they're like
And then
glow in the dark nails.
I was like, "I'm not gonna do that."
And
But then she
I
got
didn't have
mad.
any hands to give her the finger because one was in the thing and one was getting painted. And I was like, but she did. Took
I
one for the
did it
team.
because I'm nice.
I mean, they are like, you are really nice. I think
They're
you're
on
too
fire.
nice sometimes. You say
I
yes
totally
and
am
I'm
too
not as
nice.
nice as you.
Oh, I know I'm too nice.
Yeah.
This week, I brought my daughter lunch
Yeah.
2 days in a row. One day was Starbucks. And
Well,
then
yeah.
yesterday, I picked up her friend because she woke up late. And so I brought him to school. And while we were in line dropping him off, she texted me and told me I needed to go home, get her keys, come back, get her gym clothes out of her car and bring them in to the school. And I said, "No, I'm not going to do that."
But you did, didn't
And
you?
then I did it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay.
No.
It's okay. The problem is with that, at least when they were still at Catholic school, like even if they had a phone, like they actually couldn't use it.
Yeah.
Like if they even saw it, wasn't it confiscated?
Yeah.
No one had their phone out. They
No.
might have been in their locker.
Yeah. Bradley brings his, but he turns it off.
Right.
Yeah.
I think my girls did too, like in 7th and 8th grade, maybe,
Yeah.
or 6th grade. I don't know. But my girls text me from school like all day long.
Yeah.
Today it was links to some playoff basketball game tomorrow night to get them tickets.
Yeah.
Or I need this or that, or like screenshots of shit they want me to buy for
Well,
spring break.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're shopping in class?
Well, it might just be a boring class, or like maybe they have study hall.
No, there's no study hall.
They don't have study hall anymore, do they?
It doesn't exist.
Mm.
Don't they have that thing called Snap? Which I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell that is.
Snap.
You can
It's
like make up
20
stuff.
minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah. And you can go to whatever class you
So
want.
they're pretty much just shopping.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
What? I mean, it makes sense though, because when else are you supposed to do it? After school?
There's still like 8 more hours after school.
They're busy.
So busy. They've got
Yeah.
to take a nap. They've got to do their makeup.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have
Drive
to actually
around.
put away their clothes that I've washed
Mm-hmm. And bought.
and bought.
Yeah, we don't have to put clothes away at my house. Doesn't happen.
They don't do it.
No. Today I told Bradley, I said, hey, buddy, can you go feed the dogs so we can leave on time? Nothing. Nothing happened. I'm like,
Are you like, what is happening?
yeah.
I don't
time to
even think
go.
Izzy and Piper would know where Gigi's food is, our dog. Because her food is like in the fridge because it's like
Oh,
not like a can wet, but it's like
yeah.
fresh or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they know that.
Why
Maybe
would
they
they?
do. I don't think they've ever fed her.
Oh, Josh was like, I'm going to go feed the dogs. Okay, thanks.
Thanks a lot, Robyn's boyfriend.
Aw.
He's so every time I bring him up or we're talking about him, she just goes,
Oh, he's so cute, though. Mhm.
so nice.
He's so nice.
So Robyn is date. Why don't you tell the story?
Yeah, so I'm dating somebody, which is amazing. And
So nice.
yeah,
So
so
cute.
about a year ago, I started getting a divorce. Started getting one.
Kicked it into gear.
Kicked it into gear.
Long time coming.
Yep. Went on a couple dates in the last year, actually just 2. Didn't work out.
No bueno.
Yep. It was fine. They were really nice. Just
How old was the one guy?
so the second date, he was 29, and I was
like
44.
And but he was like, oh, I want to have kids.
Oh yeah, so we're on a date. So nice. Like it was really fun or whatever, but I knew instantly this isn't going to work. So on the way back from the date, he was just talking about stuff and I was like, "Well, what do you really want?" And he said, "Well, I really just want to get married and have kids." And I was like, "Oh, I don't even have any of the stuff for that." Like I had
No
hysterectomy.
equipment. No, we both had hysterectomies,
Yep,
so it's like,
not-
no. Do you? Every time
Nope.
someone's like, "Is there any chance you could be pregnant?" I'm like, "Nope,
Nope.
not unless it's growing in my
And I'm
large
happy.
intestine." Yeah, no, thank you. So you were like, "Oh,
Yeah, I was like, no, there's no organs here.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
Yeah.
mechanics. So then he still wanted me to come in after.
well,
And I was like, I'm gonna go.
yeah." Adios.
Yeah, I
he
was
was
like,
probably
this
like,
is-
"Oh, well, this could be a free for all.
Yeah.
Then I don't have to worry about getting
He
her
probably thought-
pregnant."
I mean, who knows? Like, she's getting a divorce, so.
right,
But
right.
I'm a little bit of a prude, so.
That's okay. You don't want to be a hoe
I'm
bagger.
not a whole bagger.
Okay, so then
Oh, yeah. So.
we
got excited.
oftentimes lose like our train of thought.
Yeah. So it's gonna be all over.
Yep.
It's like spaghetti. So
Noodly.
all noodly. Yeah. So then I don't know, like a month and a half ago, almost 2 months ago, my friend said, you should go out with this guy Josh, who I've known for a while, and I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to date. Like, it's just probably not good timing. And then the next day I saw her at the gym and I was like, okay, tell him to call me.
Yeah.
So then he called or text and asked me out. And then the next day we FaceTimed for like 4 hours.
17 hours.
Yeah.
Like for the next week straight.
Yeah. And then at one point before we even went on our first date, I was like, Heather, do you think I have a boyfriend?
And I was like, he's totally your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like he's totally your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
And he is. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
He used
I'm
to live in our
excited.
neighborhood.
Yep.
So we kind of all know him and very cute, nice guy.
Yeah, we have a lot of mutual friends, and
Yeah.
when people find out we're dating, the first thing they say is like, "Oh my gosh, he's so nice. He's such a
Yes.
good guy." So
Yeah.
really,
Super good guy. And like, he's not that hard on the eyes.
oh, he's so cute. He's so.
I know.
Yeah.
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 He's great. So
Yes.
we're very happy for you. I'm very happy for you. And I think everyone who is friends with you and us is very happy. And who knows Josh is happy.
Yeah.
So
I think it's gonna be really good. 2024 is looking up for sure.
it's looking up.
Yeah.
It is looking up, definitely. So it's going to be a weird year, I think. I think a lot of things are going to happen this year.
It's a year of karma.
It's a year of karma
Yep.
for you for sure.
Yep.
But it's going to be a year of a lot of change, I think, for everybody.
Yeah. Like
You
what?
know,
Yeah.
my girls are going to their last year of high school. Like Bradley's going to be in his last year of middle school at next year.
Yep.
Ugh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even get it.
I think when Bradley goes to high school, I'll be sad. Like I'm excited for him, but I think
Yeah.
it's just gonna be like, oh, I only have 4 years left.
I did not like the switch to high school.
Yeah.
I didn't like that they were out of the Catholic school. I wasn't really happy that they were going to like our local big public school. I wanted them to stay in private school and they didn't want to. And then they kind of regretted that after freshman year and they were going to switch, but then they didn't want to, so they stayed. And yeah, I didn't really like the beginning of high school. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Lot of things, especially when you're coming from like a smaller school before. And then, I don't know, like high school is just weird.
Yeah. Grace did okay because she was at the public school for a long time.
Yeah.
And had like 300 kids in her grade.
Yeah.
Then went to the private school, and then so when she switched, she knew a lot of people.
Yeah.
And she was fine with it. But
Yeah.
I think Bradley's gonna have a different experience for
You
sure.
do?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't feel like that part was hard for my girls.
No.
They didn't seem, they never really acted like they were, or
They
said
knew
they
a
were
lot.
overwhelmed or anything.
I feel like a lot of people knew them.
Yeah, maybe. I just feel like they just didn't like, I think it almost just feels chaotic after
Oh.
being in such a small environment and then like switching to such a big environment where obviously there are way less rules and no one's really paying attention.
Right. That makes
Um,
sense.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to leave my school sophomore year. I don't even know if you knew this.
Mm-mm.
So I went to school K through 12 that was all girls 7 through 12. And my sophomore year, I was like, oh, I'm going to go to public school. And I had all these guy friends from my cabin who went to Apple Valley.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I lived in,
Which is huge.
right. And I went there for 4 days and cried every single day. I never found my locker in 4 days. Never found it. Had all my shit in my backpack. Couldn't
You
even
just carried
carry
it.
it. Never found my
Well,
locker.
Now, because you couldn't carry, or you could carry it then. Now you could not.
Yeah,
carry it
yeah, you
back.
could carry a backpack around. And every
You
day
never
I
found your
went to the
locker.
nurse during lunch because I was too
Aw.
scared to go to even though like my really good friend from growing up went there. And this was sophomore year. So she had gone there freshman year, my friend Molly. And she was like, I totally would have become part of her group of friends. And I'm sure it would have been fine. But I was so overwhelmed. Came home crying every day. And then, so it was the first week of school, which, always starts after, what is it, Labor Day
Yep.
in Minnesota. And I went there for 4 days and then cried all weekend and refused to go back on Monday. And then my mom had to like get me back into the other school. And it was an I told you so moment for my mom for sure.
Oh, shit.
And my dad, I'm sure. But yeah, which I didn't like really dig that so much.
I'm
But I did
dying-
learn my lesson. I was like, nope, this is not for me.
Yeah.
But
I'm dying that
that's okay.
you couldn't find your locker.
never for 4 days.
days.
And I went to the nurse every day during lunch and said I didn't feel good.
Oh.
I was scared.
Yeah.
I wanted to go get those cheesy breadsticks, though, that everybody said were so good that you dipped, like the Italian dunkers.
Italian dunkers. Yes.
Oh, they were so good.
I loved the croutons. I don't know why. They were like, we had like the big flaky ones.
For like with salad?
Yes.
Oh, Piper eats Caesar salad at the high school every day for lunch. She says
Oh.
it's the best Caesar salad. I'm like,
Is it like you walk through or you have to go to the a la carte?
No
and buy
idea.
thing? Yeah, it doesn't
couldn't
matter.
tell you. I don't think so. Well, I never like hardly ever put money in her account,
So probably just regular.
which is weird now that I don't think she really eats at school. They like eat in the morning sometimes, and then they eat like when they get home.
I think, isn't lunch free right now?
It must be.
Yeah. I still have to put money because they go into the.
Last year, I
all
had to
the
put
time.
money in Piper's like constantly because she'd get like chips and
Mhm.
Propels and all that, which I didn't care.
No.
But this year, like never. So maybe she doesn't eat. I don't know. I mean, she's 17. I don't have to worry about it that
No.
much.
Yeah.
She'll eat.
Yeah. They'll eat when they're hungry.
They'll eat when they're hungry at Chipotle or noodles. But,
Or-
not for the free lunch.
Pittsburgh Blue.
Or Pittsburgh Blue. Oh, yeah, she's my foodie.
I like that when we're together and you're like, oh, Piper wants to go to Pittsburgh Blue.
Yep, let's go.
Going.
I'm always like, you don't have to ask me twice. I love it.
That's so great.
It was so funny when she was in like 5th grade. She'd be like, I'll start with the scallops Benedict, and then I'll have the kids' steak with but I don't want blah, blah. I want the garlic mashed potatoes. So,
They know. Yeah.
I mean, she's going to be getting a sparkling rosé before we know it.
Yeah. Bradley, every time he goes somewhere, he gets a steak. And
Yep.
if he can get a filet, he
Yep.
will.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's always
Large.
medium.
Oh, yeah. Piper
Yeah.
gets medium rare.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
like, well, I'm glad you know how to order it. It's
Yep.
good.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, she knows what she wants.
Yeah.
So that's okay. When we were in Europe last summer, she like loved it because like we love truffle, and she was like, truffle burrata pastas, and
I don't like truffle.
you don't like truffle?
No.
Not even truffle fries?
There's a couple truffle fries that I like, but like otherwise it's too strong.
Yeah, you have to. Most people love it or hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if there's like Parmesan
Yeah.
and truffles, I don't even know where they're from.
Oh yeah,
I've
there's
had 'em a
Parmesan
couple
truffle
times, yeah.
fries. Oh,
Maybe
those are
short or
at
tall.
no, those are short or tall. Yeah.
Those are good. I
Yeah.
love those. One other place that I liked, but otherwise
Yeah.
it's just too strong.
I love
Anyway.
them. Like I could eat
Yeah.
them. I love them.
You guys, yeah.
But like when we were there, they had like margarita pizzas that were like like the truffle oil margarita pizza. Oh my God. I think I was like visibly fatter when we got back.
You guys had a lot of good food.
All we did was eat and drink
That's what you're
and
supposed
shop
to do. Yeah.
and look at dusty museums. I'm not a museum person. So dusty.
How many museums did you go
Well,
to?
like more than I needed to. Like, okay, so we went to the Louvre because my girls had never been to Paris.
and
So
you
like you
have
kind of
to.
have to do it. Like you got to
Yeah.
check it off your list, the things to do. But I had been there 1 or 2 times before, so it was kind of like, that Mona Lisa, it's like dumb.
Yeah. Don't take any
and-
pictures.
No, you can take pictures.
Oh, you can't. Just no flash.
Nope, I think you can use the flash now. They don't care. It's behind like
Oh.
bulletproof plexiglass. So when I went there like in college, it was not where it is now.
Okay.
And it was like on a wall. I mean, there was something around it, but now it's like you can only get like 8 feet away from it.
I
Like,
feel like they just had, when I went, there was like a red velvet.
yep.
Yeah. And that was it. And they were like, no pictures because the flash will ruin the.
Yeah, I think I remember that. It wasn't like that this time though. And
There's probably
then
some codeine that they.
yeah, I don't know. And then we went on a tour of the Opera House, which was actually kind of cool. Like where the Phantom of the Opera, like,
Oh.
so they were like, well, that's the Bach. And then they told the whole story of the
That's
Phantom
cool.
because it's like a true story.
It's
I mean-
a true story.
Well, so like they said that it was this guy who was born like I don't know if it was disfigured or just like
Something,
It's-
and that's why you wore half the mask.
like he was like ugly.
Oh.
And like it was terrible. But they were saying like that he was like shunned from society and blah 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 blah.
Oh.
And like his parent, I feel like, people back then like they had like season tickets to the opera, and they would own like not own, but
box
whatever,
or-
like those little things that are up on the wall.
Yeah, like a box?
Yeah, the boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like going sitting in a box now, which is so good. And that he like lived in the opera house. Maybe it's not true. I don't know shit about history, so
We're gonna maybe have to look. Well, somebody will tell us.
yeah, they'll be like, "You're an idiot." Well, we can tell you other shit that we're idiots. Well, you knew about the tire rotation.
Yes, this was. So this weekend we were talking about tire rotation, of course. Why wouldn't you be?
How did it
And
even come up?
I don't know. But Heather and Megan thought that a tire rotation, you take your tires, they stay at the same spot, but you flip them.
No, I didn't think they flipped.
What did you think?
Megan thought that you turned it around.
Yes.
I thought that
Oh.
like, okay, like if here's your like rim and here's the tire, obviously it's like screwed onto the rim. So
Yeah.
I just thought that they like unscrewed it and then like rotated it like a quarter of the way and then screwed it back on. So like
Yeah.
I for sure thought that was right. Like until
Which is hilarious.
last weekend.
Because it doesn't make any sense because it's always going, it doesn't matter where you stop.
No, it doesn't, now that I think about it.
Oh,
And her friend thought,
she knew the front to the back.
did you know that?
I thought it rotated around.
Yeah. She thought like it made a square.
Yeah. I was like, they have to make a chart every time you come in. You need to go the same
So like
place
what
every
happens if you
time.
go to like a different place to get your tires rotated?
I don't know. I don't know what I thought, but that's
It's
what
like
I thought. They rotated that way.
There's some sort of like master, like
yeah, clockwise.
clockwise.
Just go clockwise. That doesn't matter. If you're always going clockwise, it doesn't matter.
But how would they know if you went to like somewhere different what the last rotation was?
I know, but if the rule is you're always going clockwise.
Okay, and I'm also this dumb because you're right. That's
what I thought.
Want half a bottle of champs in, and I'm
Yep. Doesn't count. None of it counts, though. That's the beauty of.
It's the beauty. It's
half
half glasses, and so I mean, drink half glasses for an hour, and you're gonna be happy as shit.
Oh, it's
happy hour.
Pretty amazing.
Happy hour.
Happy hour. It is really fun going to D. Michael B's though, because we just show up and we tell them we want a happy, and they do it.
They pretty much all know. Remember when wasn't there some lady working one night? Oh wait, you went in there without me.
Yeah, and she didn't know what a happy was.
And we were like, and you were like, what? Excuse me?
Yeah, I was like, no, everybody knows what it's like. Should be on the menu.
Right, but only for us.
Yeah,
right,
of course.
Yeah,
I have gone to other places and tried to order it, and one time she was like, "Oh yeah, I got you." Like,
maybe it's like right, but and they also have. Do you think they just charge us for the smaller pour? Because you know how they have like a 6 and a 9 ounce pour. I think they just charge us one glass. I don't know. I don't really care. It's so cheap anyway.
Yeah. By the time we're having happies, I do not.
Things have gone south.
Yeah. I don't even look at the receipt. I have no idea.
Never. But it's never very much.
No.
Like we can eat and have all the drinks and halfies, and it'll be like $58.
Yes. It's great.
Which is like virtually free. Like you'd lose money.
Yeah. And we usually get like a dip or like nachos or.
Yeah. Or sometimes the Rachel. Oh, I kind of want that tonight.
Or the chicken pot pie.
Oh, sometimes.
So good. We shared a chicken pot pie. Just both digging in
because
there.
apparently we're 90-year-old women who live in Minnesota. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. And the Rachel is so good.
I might need that tonight.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's because they put coleslaw on it instead of, like, I love a Reuben. I love sauerkraut. But
I don't like sauerkraut.
Oh, you don't? Well, then that one time I wanted to get the Reuben pizza and you said you liked it.
But it was actually really good at the
But now I feel like an asshole.
No, I would have told you. I don't like olives.
Nope. Olives are death.
But I had never tried that, so I was like, oh, I want to try it. And it was
You didn't
really
hate it?
Good. No.
Because I think the sauerkraut is like really cooked because it's on the pizza.
Yeah.
Versus like when they just like set it on a sandwich.
Yeah, like if someone's making in their kitchen and wants me to have sauerkraut, I'm not going to do that.
No. I do like a Reuben, and I do like sauerkraut, but... Yeah.
Oh, I said a Rachel. What's the difference?
Well, because a Reuben has like the pastrami or corned beef or whatever. And then, it is St. Patrick's Day coming up. So, I mean, although you're probably going to be hearing this after St. Patrick's Day, so we should, anyway, it's fine. Everything's fine.
It's all good.
But their Rachel, they put coleslaw on it.
That's why I liked it.
And it is so good.
Yeah, we're going to have to get that.
For sure. For Snoops.
For Snoops.
So you can see how like we just sort of go off on tangents about random shit. However, we will like rein it in.
Yeah, we have a lot of ideas, and we are going to bring some people on, some different guests. Like we're going to talk like Botox and plastic surgery.
We're going to talk about the plastic surgeries.
Yeah, and we're going to, I think we're bringing Beth in.
We're going to bring Beth in, the bartender from D. Michael B's, to tell us like funny. I mean, she has got
She's great.
Her stories. I mean, I don't even really know where to start.
Yeah, it's just one of those episodes of you can't make this shit up.
Yeah, which is going to be a lot of them.
Yeah.
So a lot of Bravo talk.
Yep.
We'll
do a couple serious ones.
Yeah, we'll do some serious ones. We're going to talk about narcissism.
Yep.
And like our different experiences with that,
Yep.
which are not all based on relationships between married couples or women and men, like family dynamics,
Yep.
marriage issues. And my friend Molly might come on, and my friend,
Yeah.
a couple of our friends might
Mhm.
come on and kind of share their experiences with that, because it's a real thing.
Yeah.
And here we go off on another tangent. I mean, but it is.
It is. And it's how it impacts people is very differently and how you work through it. And
Yeah.
like getting out on the other side,
Yeah.
I think is a big thing.
And like, I think it's important for people to like be able to recognize it,
Yeah.
before it's been
20
years or decades or right?
20 years.
20 years. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, my other girlfriend who was going through, something similar with her soon to be ex-husband. I mean, they were married for, gosh, Isla's going to be a freshman, so she's 14. So, 16, 17 years at least.
Yeah.
She got married a couple years after, well, my girls weren't born, so she's been married close to 20 years.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
And
It's a long time to be married, period. God, the
slippery
spray
slope.
is just phenomenal.
I know.
I mean, and it's not even like just like a pledge bottle. Like it's like a mist.
Yeah. It's
Misty.
I think you,
I mean, you
can do a content. Yes. So, you just pour it in there. Pour the.
Did I spill?
Did
Oh, no,
get
that'd
the
be your
stuff up?
job.
Did you? Yeah. But you spilled last weekend. Did you?
I
get all
did.
the
I
stuff
spilled
up?
that. So that we love aloe.
Yes.
We'll link up these sweatsuits for you guys.
The
I
best.
think, so I had a surgery last fall.
Yep.
Which we'll talk about during our body makeover episode. But you walked in your black aloe sweatsuit,
Yep. My favorite.
and I looked at her and I was like, yeah, so I'm going to need that right
I
now.
get that.
She's
She
like,
did.
well, here, and I ordered it like 72 seconds later.
Yes.
And then I just got addicted.
Yeah. And then one day we were at like a girls' lunch and we were going to go to the Vikings Christmas Eve game. And
Yep.
it was a whiteout.
It's a whiteout. Yep.
So I went with Heather and her husband and her two girls.
Yep.
So that was nice. They let me come. So
Oh
then
my God, it was so fun.
we had a great time.
We may have had some beverages.
a little
But we
bit.
like
Lots
paid
of
attention to
happies.
the game and everything, didn't we?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Sort
Ish.
of. Mhm.
We also made friends with the bartender at the
Yes.
Polaris Suite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We'll post
yeah,
that picture.
fine.
But so anyway, so we're at lunch and we were talking about what we were gonna wear, and Heather's like, we probably need to have some white aloe like
Sweatsuits.
matching sweatsuits.
Right.
So here we are.
So we ordered these up, and then
They're-
they came, and then we bought new white sneakers and all the
Those-
things. We looked like
yes.
a couple of tampons.
Yeah.
And then my
Her
husband was like,
wanted her
yeah, was he like, you should wear a
red hat.
red Santa hat. And I was like, no, I don't need to be a bloody tampon at the game.
No, we're not doing
Blech.
that. We do have some fun pictures on the Polaris at the end. We were in the Polaris Club.
Yeah, we hopped on the snowmobile that was there for display. But
Yeah,
nobody
we were
really
like-
stopped us.
No, I think I maybe
Was it roped off?
asked. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody took a picture.
Well,
We have a
we made it
picture.
home. We had dinner.
Yep. I stayed with their family. I was like, you guys can drop me off, but
We're
I
like,
didn't
no.
have my kids. They were with my ex. And so I got to stay and
Yeah,
open,
it's fun.
have dinner and open presents.
We
It was
talked
very
talked my one daughter into skipping church.
sweet. Mhm.
And then
She was sick the next day, so you didn't even go in the morning.
so we were gonna go Christmas morning,
Yep.
like later morning, and then she woke up sick, which I mean, I'll just be honest, I wasn't like totally devastated about that. Was it Izzy who was sick again or Piper?
It was Izzy.
Yeah, and she was sick the year
Izzy's
before,
one that
super
really
sick.
wanted to go.
Yeah, she always wants to go. She's
Yeah.
super cute. She'll go like to church with her boyfriend, and
Yeah. They're adorable. I can't. We need to have Joe and Izzy.
I
on.
think we should have Joe and Izzy
love
on
them.
to talk about like having a healthy teenage relationship. Because I
Yeah.
mean, they've had their drama and everything, which I think every teenage couple has, but they do have a pretty, I should say, not even pretty, like a really, they're very like,
they're solid.
they're solid. They're supportive of each other though. Like his
Yeah.
aunt, I was texting with, I don't know, 6 months earlier in the fall or something. And she was like, they're just so supportive of each other, like as far as like with sports and everything. So yeah, we should have them on.
Yeah. So
We can
cute.
get we
I
can
love
get them we can get them chatting.
Oh, and then they would be like this close.
But they'd have
each
to,
other.
every time they sit down, okay, so like if we're at our kitchen island, which has 3 stools, they sit down. I mean, the stools are like,
They're-
1 foot apart immediately. So they can be like, while they're eating, and then they're like eating, they're like,
She sent me a picture last night, and I was like, I love it. So
oh my God.
much.
And then we made, I got one of those headache caps
Oh.
that are like jelly. Have you heard of those? They're
I wanna
flipping
know what
awesome.
that is. Oh God, so ugly.
Yeah, it's pink. I mean, it's a cute pink, but look at
I
those.
mean, he looks like a penis.
It does
It's
look a
just
little bit like a penis.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. Oh, look at the hair coming out the top.
Oh God.
It's like a Thera. It's like
Does it work,
it's
though?
like, huh?
Do you put it in like the freezer?
You put it in the freezer, and it is like,
have
so
one.
they say, and I have really bad sinus headaches, especially this week. I wish I would have had it, but it came yesterday. The first 10 minutes you have it on, like it actually kind of hurts
Oh.
because it's so cold. But they say if you like work through that and leave it on for like 30 to 45 minutes,
Then
like
you're
it's
good.
amazing for headaches, hangovers, all the things.
Oh.
Hopefully they weren't hungover yesterday on a Wednesday, but
I do have one of those. It's not that color. Mine's black.
and is it like a
It's
thick?
like jelly.
Is it like thick though? Like
Yeah,
almost
it's
like
like
you can't move the gel around though.
When it's
In mine.
frozen, I can't. But when it's thawed,
No,
I
this
can.
is like it's like a
Oh.
pad. It's like a
Hmm.
gel pad. Like you can't move. There's not like little.
Oh, yeah, there's not like little balls in there. It's like
No.
a squishy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was like $23
Amazon.
on Amazon. Well, I mean, what
Yeah.
would we do with it? I mean, we would die.
I know, every day.
I'd have to like go to the store.
I hate going to the
Hate
store.
the store.
I go in and out as quick as I can. I don't
I
wanna
like
buy
need
stuff
razor
for
blades
10
and I get them
days.
from Amazon. I mean, really.
What?
I like will buy razor blades if I need like razor blades because I don't
Yeah.
want to go to the store to get razor blades.
Yes. Yep,
That's fine.
absolutely. I think that's okay.
I mean, I don't know what, I mean, like back when our kids were babies, we had to like go buy shit.
Yeah. I hate it. That's probably why I had more money then because Not
Right.
really.
Because we weren't buying aloe sweatsuits every other day.
And I hated going to Target with my kids
Hated it.
because they would cry
Oh,
and they would
my
throw all the
God.
shit in the
Want to-
cart.
You can pick one thing and then
Yeah.
they'd be crying because they couldn't pick one thing.
One time I was checking out at Target and Grace was probably 2 years old. I was pregnant with Bradley. And she was like, I don't want to pay. And I had all this shit that I needed. And so I just let her scream for like 20 minutes that she didn't want to pay.
Well,
And-
you checked out.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, I'm not people are like, oh, I would have just walked out. And I'm like,
No.
no, I fucking
After I've already
needed
gotten
the
all that
things."
stuff in my cart, no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I just laughed because I didn't know what else to do. And then I probably cried in the car. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I would avoid it at all costs when they were pretty little. Like I would wait for my husband to come home or like, but like now you would never like, I remember being like down to my last diaper or
Yeah.
like almost out of formula or
Yes.
whatever, or like no wipes.
Yeah.
You would have all that stuff delivered.
Yeah.
And like probably same day, like within hours.
Yeah. 10 to 3.
So my girlfriend from college who lived in New York, well, still lives in New York. I remember she was like, oh yeah, we have this thing called diapers on demand. And she could order diapers, wipes, formula, like a couple other like baby necessities. And I remember being like, oh my God, we don't have that here. Like if we had that here.
But they just delivered it
Yeah.
that day.
No. You still had to order it online. But I think she was like on almost like what would be now like a subscribe and save.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking
Like
like,
a dream.
oh my God, that'd be so amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. And now it's like, I don't know. I mean, that was, not 20 years ago, but 15, 16 years
I bet
ago.
those people are like, why didn't we come up with Amazon?
Oh my God. I
I
mean,
mean,
seriously.
Yeah. I love it.
We went to Costco last week or this week, and Piper was asking me who thought of Costco.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, some dude in Seattle. And she's like, well, why did they do it? And I said, well, because it's basically a warehouse, like because there's so much stuff
Mm-hmm.
that and it's bought in bulk that it brings the price down and they don't really have any overhead.
Mm-hmm.
because, it's not pretty in there and
You
it's
just
not,
go
they don't
in
have
and-
displays and, well, I mean, not really. And she was like, but who thought of it? And I'm like, well, I do know who was it? Who started Costco?
I have no idea.
Can't remember. The first one was in Seattle, and the second, I don't know if it was the second state, but definitely one of the first states was Arizona, and when I was in college. So
Oh.
my dad was like, "Oh, we have a membership to this place called Costco. Like, we put all the kids on the membership." So Liz and I
Of course
went there
your
in
dad.
college in Arizona. Well, that's the one thing I'm still on of my dad's that I don't have to pay for.
Lou's coming
I am
on.
44
He's
years
great.
old, and I am on my dad's
Yep.
Costco membership.
Hell yeah. Why
The
not?
whole family. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna like grandfather the girls into this. Like,
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
granted, it's probably like $27 per year for each person or less, but so he gave me a Costco card, and my girlfriend Liz and I were curious, so we went there in Arizona. And we lived in this apartment in college. Like, we didn't really need 700 rolls of toilet paper,
Right.
but we
Where
were
do you
like,
put it?
oh my God. And I remember like sometimes they would have like designer stuff back then. Like they had like the
No.
Prada,
What?
like black,
Probably just in Scottsdale.
probably
Yeah.
like
Not in Maple.
backpack.
What?
Yeah, that's where I got my Prada backpack. I still have it.
No way. Does it have a serial number and everything?
Yes, real Prada backpack. I still have it. It's big. Like I use it when I go to like Disney World.
What
It's a true
the
story.
hell? I
True
wish
story, Morning
if-
Glory. You can borrow it whenever you want.
Yeah,
It's been on
I
the top
want
of my
to.
closet for years.
It's a backpack.
Yeah, it's cute.
Okay.
It's
We're gonna bring it on. I want to see it.
look, yeah, she's old. She's
Yeah.
she's an oldie but a goodie. We'll bring her on. We'll talk about her.
Yeah, you're
She's
gonna.
good.
That's like who are you handing that down to?
I don't
What
know.
girl gets it? Are
Well,
they gonna divide up your
that's
bags?
gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah,
I don't know. If I die, they
You're gonna
can
have to make
divvy
it
up the
equal.
bags.
you're just gonna leave it up to them.
Well, I mean,
Don't
it's
do
not
that,
like they're
though,
worth
'cause-
like millions of dollars.
Well, I know, but
I know.
it's like, oh, that's kind of fun. That's my mom's.
Yeah.
New Year. Don't
We'll
tell
see.
them the ones from Costco. They won't think that it's like.
They'll be like,
important
this is
enough.
the crappy Prada Costco bag. I want the real thing. They're
It
already trying to
is.
steal my shoes.
Oh yeah, for sure. So you have good shoes.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, the clothes isn't really like, well, although Piper steals a lot. Well, actually, they steal all my Aloe sweatsuits. Izzy wears the cream one all the time.
Yeah. The other day I was doing breakfast club and Grace was walking through and she said, "Hey, Mom," and I was like, I was looking for that sweatshirt this
Right.
morning.
Well, I guess it could be
So-
worse. It could be like total nerds wearing long jean skirts and like doily tops or something. That's what I always tell them. I'm like, it could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
totally. Totally a cool mom.
At least I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably not really, but
Oh my gosh. Did we just do a full hour?
I think we are almost to a
think we're
full
almost
hour.
out of time.
So basically, that was a complete shit show
Yep.
of random conglomerations of.
It was just kind of a big intro to all the different things that we're
Yeah.
going to talk about. We will zero in on,
Specific topics.
yes,
Yes.
but
So-
this was just,
So we're really happy to have you guys here. We're gonna have some fun stuff
of
coming
fun.
up. Some fun topics and episodes. We're gonna have the
gonna do a
happy
little
hour
adventuring.
sweatsuits
yes,
and
yes.
hats. Because let's just be honest, this curling the hair happens like once a week.
Yeah.
Normally it's a hat,
Yeah, it's a hat.
right?
Yes, we're going to have really cute hats, really cute sweatsuit.
Yep, all the things.
And
Fun
we're going
merch.
to do some adventures.
We are. We're gonna
Yeah.
take you guys along.
Mhm.
What are we gonna do?
Well, especially when you do the girls' weekend, we're going to have some of the girls come in.
Yep.
And we're also going to go out and try to find the best burger in Minnesota.
Minneapolis or in Minneapolis. Yep.
Yep. And so you and Mark and Josh and I
Yep.
are going to go, we're going to go find these things.
And we're going to
then-
share like videos and pictures with you
Yep.
guys and like rate them all because my favorite food on earth is a burger. And I think it's
Yeah.
pretty top for you.
Yeah. Yep.
Like if
And
I
then-
was going to die tomorrow, I would probably choose, what would you all choose to eat? I would choose a burger, some burger.
Oh, I want mashed potatoes all
For-
the way.
Uh,
Freaking love those things.
I do too. I think I'd choose truffle fries over the mashed. So you'd
Oh.
have a burger and mashed potatoes.
I would totally do that.
I'd probably have truffle fries, a burger, I love a great turkey sandwich.
Mm.
But the burger would be,
BLT. I am
she's a BLT
for
whore.
everywhere I go.
Yeah.
If I go to breakfast, I'm going to get with the hollandaise. Why can't I think
Eggs
of
Benedict. Huevos
Eggs Benedict.
Benedictos.
Yep. Eggs Benedict, BLT for lunch, probably salmon or steak for dinner with mashed potatoes.
What are we talking about if we're dying tomorrow or just in general?
I mean, I don't know. It depends.
If I was
on
dying tomorrow, I'd have my breakfast would be from McDonald's for sure.
You would?
Yeah. Sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin and a breakfast burrito.
All right.
Or maybe 2 of each because I'm dying.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't
You can
matter.
have
And
whatever
a
you
hash
want.
brown.
And the
And
hash
actually,
browns are so
I don't
good.
even like pancakes, and their pancakes are fluffy and good.
And I think they just have butter in them.
Yeah,
Like,
for
I think
sure.
they actually cook them on butter.
Yeah.
Because it's so
But we
good.
are going to find the best burger in the Twin Cities.
Yes.
And I mean, we've got a lot of top contenders. We've got Matt's to go to, Juicy
Oh.
Lucy.
Yep. And we're going to have some workout stuff because Heather and I work out every day together. So,
Yep.
and we usually do 2 workouts.
We discovered Hot Works this
So good.
year.
So good.
We need to sweat it out because
Yeah.
this causes puffy situations.
Yes. We definitely do 2 cardios and a regular class after we drink, even if we feel like shit. It's
Yep,
fine.
because you will feel better after. So we'll talk a little bit about that and kind of what we think works for like our age group.
Yep.
And obviously focusing more on strength is super important.
Yes.
Nobody
we
needs
always
to be
do-
running 8 miles a day.
No, we usually do a class before we go to Hot Works.
Yeah,
So
that's like a
at
combo
the gym.
cardio and strength.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Well, we love you
Okay.
guys. Thank you for following, and we will just be back with all kinds of fun and exciting developments and
Yes.
all the things.
All right. Happy
Okay.
happy hour.
Cheers. Happy happy hour.
Cheers.